It's week 3 of the 2025 season, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Giants, and it's all up next.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't still playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Cousins out of the pistol here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got this at the 27, and he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, someone in his first NFL season, their rookie starter from Miami.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
3rd down run from Singletary. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a short gain of 1. And the Giants will have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Tight end going in motion here. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. DeMarco Helms there on the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. They give up the gut to Singletary. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing from the gun here. Gets this to Johnson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 4. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now an inside give to Singletary. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Motion man right is Slayton. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They motion the tight end over. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They've got a man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Trying for the deep ball. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
An option give to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Beginning on the ground with Algier. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Bobby Okereke making that stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Play action now for Cousins. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They go again with Algier. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They give to McClellan from the gun. Pushing for the red zone. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding, offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Looking to throw, Cousins. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the Giants' 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Algier gets it on the draw. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Here's Cousins now. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 3rd and 8. Now looking to throw. He finds Slayton. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long for him here. This finds Singletary. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Complete to Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Slot man motioned over. They fake the handoff. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Giants and Devin Singletary back out on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Man in motion here. The 2nd down run by Singletary. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Looking to the air here. That's into the hands of Singletary. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down carry for Algier. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Algier with another carry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Man in motion, out of the slot. Coleman with the grab. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Throw reeled in by London.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here's a throw. Connects with Johnson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. DeMarco Helms there on the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 31-yard line.
They're throwing it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Here's Singletary on the toss. Oh, stiff. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here come the Falcons on offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Here's Algier on first down. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants and this running back headed back out for a new series. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. Throwing from the gun here. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Gets this to Johnson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Pass play coming here. Doesn't make the connection.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Cousins. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Give him around 3, but a very big distance to address here on third down. To the air, Cousins. This ball's caught by Algier. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Back deep for the Giants, Tyrone Tracy. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And they'll run it with Singletary. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants looking for a score before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. Receiver in motion going left. Here's 2nd and 7. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 7.
Back now, pressure on its way. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A good defensive play breaks that one up. So it'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Throwing off the play fake here. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Able to get it to Singletary. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. It's a 40-yard scamper, and they get some yards back. It's 2nd and 11. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Michael Wilson, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting LA Rams. J.J. McCarthy, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return starts at the 9. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Braylon Trice there to meet him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Johnson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On the counter, Singletary. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Robinson,
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll throw it. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Setting up a throw. Connects with Slayton.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Cut at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Falcons with their offense back out there as Tyler Algier returns to the field. They've got first down from the 31. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. It's caught, Warren. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Falcons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. 1st and 10 from the 41. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Back to throw, Cousins. Looking, pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 3-yard gain for him, and that certainly will not be enough. It's still 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, Cousins. They connect on the deep shot. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Drake London with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's Singletary off the option. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Brushes him off with ease. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Escapes his grasp. He's keeping it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Staying with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. On first down, this is Singletary. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Cousins. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying.
The Giants take over first.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds Hyatt. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Raheem Morris in strong disagreement with that call. He's going to challenge this. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. A give up the gut to Singletary. And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. First down throw for Cousins. Warren's got it, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins shakes himself free. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Falcons will have a first. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Cousins. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Coming right is Singletary. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Braylon Trice there to meet him. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Singletary again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Throwing on 2nd and real long here. Gets this to Slayton. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Connects with Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st and 10 now from the 30. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Hyatt going to motion over left. They'll run here following the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Encroachment defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic 1st down.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Here's Singletary on the toss. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st.
Encroachment defense.
Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a 1st down. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Now an inside give to Singletary. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on 2nd and long, and it leaves them behind the chains on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
He's got it on the bootleg. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Play action now for Cousins. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motioning Washington right. 1st and 10, here's Cousins. Still going inside the 35. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now. To the air, Cousins. Drops back. Needs an open man. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Cousins. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Now here comes the New York offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Singletary. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This finds Bellinger. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Giants offense all set to get started. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Give to Singletary from the gun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. It's Singletary off the option. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with Singletary. And they bring him down around the 34. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants nearing their first win of the season. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. And they'll run it with Singletary. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense making its way back out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So that brings up 2nd down. They go play action here. Big man showing up the yards. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Now Cousins again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. Here's Cousins now. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Giants come away with the win. Well, it's all about one word right now, partner: momentum. Getting this win gives you a ton of it, and that should really play to their advantage as they prep for their next opponent.
Can I give you another one, too? How about confidence? Not only is momentum on their side, but they're going to be real confident after how they executed to get the win in this one. They keep that mindset through to the next time out. They're going to be very tough to beat.